Pretty much since the dawn of time, men have been asking ourselves one question. What do women want in a guy? Obviously, each woman is different. Having said that, there are some specific traits that all women want in a guy. So today we're going to tell you about the top 10 high-value man traits. Some of these you may already have. If not, it's time to fake it till you make it. Remember that perception is reality. What you present is what will be believed. The key, though, is to make sure you believe it too. Starting off at number 10. Confidence. This one should be pretty obvious. Confidence. It sounds simple enough, right? The thing is, too many guys cross the line into being cocky. No one likes someone who is cocky. It's an absolute turn-off. At the same time, no woman wants a man who is meek. You know the old saying, nice guys finish last? Well, meek guys finish alone. Confidence is a trait that is extremely important in most aspects of life. If you don't believe in yourself, she won't either. An example of this is not being a yes man and agreeing with everything she says. Have your opinions. The idea is to be her man, not her lapdog. Number 9. Passion, beyond just sex. It's important for a man to have his own passions or goals, that sense of purpose that drives you forward. It doesn't matter what your passion is, art, sports, your career, etc. Having something in your life that drives you forward is important for a number of reasons. In no small part, it tells her that you have your own life. So she knows that even though she will and should have your attention most of the time, she won't have it all the time, which gives her a reason to miss you when you're off doing something on your own. Of course, it's important to find a balance though. If you are too focused on your own passions, she may feel like an afterthought, and nobody wants that. Plus, it also gives you a topic of conversation to have with her. Find your passion. Number 8. Take care of yourself. This is another one that should seem obvious, but a man being able to take care of oneself is a major thing women look for. Knowing how to cook for yourself, keeping your place or vehicle clean, being able to change a tire, or keeping yourself in shape, for example. Part of this is because a woman doesn't want a man who is lazy. The other part is that the perception of, if he can't take care of himself, he can't take care of me should the need arise. We're not saying you have to be a gourmet chef and live in a medical clean room. But you should at least be able to cook at least 10 things that don't involve a microwave, and make sure your bathroom, and specifically your toilet, is clean. Number 7. Listening skills. Guys, just pay attention to her, and we don't mean pay attention to parts of her. We mean actually listen and retain what she's saying. There are actually 2 main reasons for this. The first is so she knows, or at least feels like you actually care about what she's saying. In general, this is a good life skill. Most of us hear, but too few actually take the time to listen. The other reason is so you can ninja her brain. For example, say she happens to casually mention she loves lilacs. Note that and bring her lilacs at some point, even if her comment was a red herring. That still tells her that you're paying attention and that you seemingly care about what she has to say. A seemingly small gesture that separates you from the pack. Now, were you listening to what we just said, or did you just hear us? Without question, there are some people who still think of men in antiqued notions. For example, the old idea that a man should always be the stoic, strong, silent type. That sort of thing was looked at as a sign of strength. Here's the thing though, showing you have emotions makes you human. More to the point, being able to show your emotions is a sign of confidence. Wait, what? Seems contradictory, right? We're not saying you should be willing to cry at the drop of a hat, because regardless of gender, that would be annoying. You being able to show her your vulnerability now and then tells her that you aren't trying to prove your masculinity. She knows that she's getting the real you. It's very rare in life that people get to see the real person behind the persona we project out into the world. Letting her behind that mask also makes her feel like she is in rare company, which allows her to feel a deeper connection. Number 5. Knowing how to dress. It's always shocking to see a grown man who has zero idea on how to dress properly. We're not talking fashion necessarily, as much as we mean knowing how to dress for the occasion. Clothes make the man and project an image out to the world. Make sure you project the correct one. Number 4. Communication skills. This one pairs with the listening thing, but it's just as important. Being able to communicate is incredibly important. We're not saying that you should communicate every thought that comes to mind, of course. That would be pretty annoying. At the same time, don't make it a chore to communicate with you either. Full sentences as opposed to single-word answers for a start. Easy communication skills also build up trust. She knows she can trust you, and you can trust her. Trust me on that. Number 3. Take responsibility. A man knows that there are things out of his control. That's just how life is. It's how a man deals with what he can control that separates him from a boy. That doesn't mean you should be willing to take the blame for everything that goes wrong. Power went out in the neighborhood. I know it sucks, but getting mad over something you can't control doesn't help. So light a candle and read a book. If the power went out because you forgot to pay the bill, then that's on you. Don't place the blame on anyone else, and especially don't place the blame on your partner. Instead, sack up and get on the phone with the power company as soon as possible. Number 2. Being focused. We'll be the first to admit that this one takes a lot of practice, but this goes to a long-standing belief. Treat people the way you want to be treated. If you're watching this video on a laptop or your TV, the odds are you've looked at your phone at least once already. Do you see where this is going? When you're with a woman, make sure to focus on her. Obviously, don't just sit there and stare at her if all you're doing is watching TV. That's just creepy. What we do mean though is that you should focus on the moment. So the woman you're with knows that the world could be burning to cinders around you both, but all that you care about in the moments you have together is her. Unless, of course, you catch on fire. Then you should be focused on getting the fire put out as quickly as possible. Stop, drop and roll. You should have a strict policy when you're on a date, even just a casual one. When she is around, your phone is not. It's in your pocket on vibrate mode. And if someone calls, let it go to voicemail. Don't look at your phone at all during the course of the date. Although there are exceptions to every rule, of course. The first being if she leaves the room, and the second being if it's pertinent to the actual activity. You know, if you decide to see a movie and need to check your phone to see what's playing and where. If you can't make her the most important thing in your orbit for even a short amount of time, then how do you expect her to give you the time of day? Number 1. Being mysterious. Women love a challenge. Putting all of your cards out on the table kills that. In doing so, it kills the interest in you. A bit of mystery is a surefire way to keep her interested. It lets her know that you're full of surprises, although hopefully not of the piranha in the punch bowl variety. Can you think of any other high-value man traits? Be sure to let us know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and we really hope this helped you out, even if it means facing some harsh realities. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to like and share it. And if you want to keep up with the content we're putting out, be sure to hit that bell notification. We'll see you next time.